got the choice of doing this show. And so I think maybe you were going to get this note better than I can. So the attack with the music, the diction that you have to work on as you deal with lyrics is difficult. You want to keep working on that find that final consonant and make sure you play the energy vocally all the way to the end of the line. That last song I cannot remember, but boy, you've got a lot of words in a very little amount of music, and you have to find your places collectively to breathe so you get that build to the end. But I really particularly liked how generous you were with one another and how much you invested as far as playing your objectives. Thank you.
This show, I think, is the hardest show in the Broadway Junior Collection. So hats off to you for doing it and making sense of it and really understanding these characters, because it's easy to think that they're Disney characters. Well, they're not Disney characters. They are very layered people, and I think you found contrasts in all of the characters. They weren't one-dimensional, just superficial things. There was something, there was many layers, and I love the chemistry between everybody, the way everything moved, and your contrast. There's a happy, funny moment to then move to, as just an example, I'm not singling this out, the poignant Jack and the Milky White section. It was just beautiful, and the comedy going into the serious, and then what you did great was, excuse me, you had an intention, you knew where you needed to get to. There was a definite understanding of the story, and you had to tell it, and you told it really well. Vocally, I feel that you need to be your characters more when you sing, particularly with Stephen Sondheim. Stephen Sondheim writes amazing lyrics. They are character-driven and they're embodied. His music is symptomatic of the characters, so it reflects what the characters are, and what you need to ensure you don't do, which I think a few of you did every now and then, is just sing the song. You need to act the song. So the music is secondary to the lyric, and it's all about the lyric. So that end thing, to have, to wish, to want, to, there are so many I can't remember them, but if you find what your character, in that string of words, what your character latches onto, then what we'll get collectively is 10 different versions of to have to, and it will sound so much more interesting and so much more real to the characters than to da 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 da, which is a lovely tune, but you need to break it up. But you did a fantastic job of a very difficult show. You should be really proud. Well done, guys.
I'm going to say the exact same thing Ryan said. Find those characters in those words. The words aren't as important as the intention, right? And that's exactly what Ryan said. So I'm just going to leave it with that. I really enjoyed your physicality, and I enjoyed your acting. First of all, I also want to say that I heard that there was some, like, should I use a cape, should I not use a cape? You didn't need a cape. You needed the cape. That's great. And that's what the whole time I was like, why did she need a cape? There's no need for it, you know? So, good job. You don't need those props. It's amazing. Don't you think it's amazing at what you can see in 15 minutes with no props and no costumes? You don't necessarily need them. That's a bonus, you know, a bonus plus. But my favorite times in watching the show are in rehearsals and studios when there isn't anything, and you can actually see the show. Sometimes costumes and sets and props, sometimes that gets in the way a little bit, and that's why we don't have them here, so congratulations, you didn't need it. You needed 4 blocks. So that's it. When it comes to your acting, what I really enjoy, sometimes watching, I would say young people, but it's not, it's everybody. I see it on Broadway. You see the reaction before it's necessary. Even before the question is raised, you see the reaction. You guys reacted very honestly to one another. Particularly over here, the two of you had such a great chemistry together. Clearly you like each other. And the reactions were just so honest and sincere. All of you did it throughout, so I'm just zero in on you. And what a great way of covering the transition. Right after Little Red skips around, there's a lot of music. What do? Great reaction, that little face, and it was like suddenly like, okay, I know where this baker's going, and I knew exactly who you were, and I was right, because you let me know that early on. It was great. Also, Into the Woods with Two Guys. Wow! Congratulations! I'd actually like to see the whole show. The other thing that I want to comment on is I'm a big physical guy. I love physical movement, and dancing, and all of that. And all of you, the word pantomime, I'm not exactly sure is correct, but I'm going to use it for lack of a better word off the top of my head. Your pantomime was really nice. The yanking of the hair and the pulling of the cow, you never let that up. And it didn't get in the way. I didn't focus on it so much that it was overdone, but it was really sincere, and I saw the pull and the give, which is a really difficult thing to do, and I really compliment you on it. Nicely done, you guys. Congratulations. Lovely.
All right, the Greater Green Theater from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And the discussion leader. I lost track of you. There you are. Hi, back in the corner. You guys will follow her to your discussion room immediately. All right, folks, I have great news for all of you, but I need for you to pay attention for like